guys, and welcome back to another video. In this session, we kind of wanted to work again on getting her confidence up with the saddle and with the stirrups down as well. So we set the poles up in like a V shape, but instead of getting her to go over the point of the V, it was more about having it just raised, but with an uneven distance between them. So this was the first time that we tried something like that. You see she's taking it pretty steady, and rather than just going straight over it, we thought we'd start with her doing like a little pattern basically. So it involves quite a lot of trotting, but that's also the point, that it doesn't want to just be about poles. It is to do just with exercise and then having a little obstacle. So you see, although she was happy to start with, once it came to the next pole, she really wasn't interested. And it could be a laziness thing, she wasn't really feeling it that day. But I just asked her to go over it again, because it could also be to do with her confidence, right? That's what we're trying to improve. She might have worried about the saddle moving, she might have worried about the stirrups flapping, and obviously they'd do more of that if she's going downhill. So just take it steady. And then I'm trying to get her to trot just before, because sometimes that works. You know, I line her up and then ask her to trot and she'll go over it. But I don't want to put too much pressure on her because I don't want to stress her out. So again, we just change things up a little bit. You see I'm waving the whip around trying to get her to go, and it wasn't really working as well. She's getting more and more relaxed, which is great, but it also means that she's not responding as quickly as I would like on the ground. So this time I just ask her to pick up trot and then to go over both poles. But you can see she wasn't really happy about it, so keep asking, keep trying again, because it's also about building up a forward trot. And you can see very quickly she had to pick up her speed, pick up her feet, and that's what we want. We want to encourage a nice active trot, not just a lazy drag your feet kind of thing. So again, like, it's quite a repetitive process, but you want to make sure that your horse is confident when they do it. So although she did do it in trot, you could see that she rushed it. So this time I ask her again, and immediately she's like, no, I'm going to walk it, I don't like trotting it, stirrups are flapping about. Not a fan. So that day wasn't going so well. Just left it, called it a day, started up again. And because it was the start of a new session, I just reintroduced her to it so that she had a chance to see it, remember what I'm asking her to do, and give her plenty of space. So I'm keep checking to make sure that I'm lining her up correctly, that I'm not going to be the cause of her not being able to go over it. And this was already better than the first time, because she did go over the first pole in trot, and although she stopped for the second, it's not terrible because it does involve having to change her strides a little bit and pick up her feet. And that's what she struggles with, which is exactly why we're doing this. So I asked for trot quite a bit earlier to try and build up that momentum, and it kind of worked. Like, she knew that she did it, which is why she stopped straight after, but I don't particularly mind. Sorry if you can hear my dog outside. So yeah, always give them a pat well done the moment they do it how you want them to do it. And you can see already her trot is more forward, she's tracking up properly, she knows what she's supposed to do. She slows down once she gets to the top of the hill, and again, it's that confidence thing. It's hard for her. You know, if this was easy, we wouldn't have to practice it, right? So we just take it steady, and I don't punish her when she doesn't manage to do it in trot. It's more like, just say, okay, well done for going over it. You can see that I use the whip more as encouragement, say no, I do want you to trot over it, because the more lenient you are, they'll try to get away with more. So then that time we switched reins. Again, I let her have a look in walk. She acted as though it was a lot higher than it was. But it gives her a chance just to figure herself out. And also for her to gain confidence in her own ability of judging how she wants to go over it. She can go right on the edge if she wants to. But I asked for a circle, I insisted on a circle. She went too close. She couldn't do it in trot. And that's okay, you say, good girl, you did it, you walked over it, but I want you to trot over it. That is the goal. Once she trots over it, then she gets a pat. So although that wasn't very pretty, she did really well immediately. Whip goes down. I let her stop, give her a big pat, say well done. And then we do it again. So you see the lunge reign's pretty loose. She has a tendency to cut quite short, which is why, you know, compared to the other rein, she's coming in quite close. But this is exactly why we're doing something like this, where she has to go out further if she's going to be able to do it. So again, she's slipping a bit and it's not the tidiest thing. But I'm still praising her because she is continually trotting over it. So I tried to help her out a little bit here by pushing her further. So again, I let her walk it because I know we came too close to it already and it wouldn't really be fair to ask her to trot that close. And there were also a lot of flies. I mean, we've been dealing with a ridiculous amount of flies this year with the heat. So there are times that she's very agitated about it. So again, you can see she's lining up way better. Looked at the pole, stayed in trot, and that's really perfect. So we achieved what we wanted. Anyway, thanks for watching and leave a like if you enjoyed it.